Due process is fair treatment through the normal judicial system, especially as a citizen's entitlement. Due process acts as a safeguard from arbitrary denial of life, liberty, or property by the government outside the sanction of law. Dred Scott v. Stanford in 1857. In this case, the Supreme Court ruled that slaves, former slaves, and the children of slaves can never be citizens of the United States. The court said that the United States Congress had no authority to prohibit slavery, and slaves couldn't be taken from their owners without due process. Miranda rights. The right not to make any self-incriminating statements. Miranda v. Arizona. This declared when a person is taken into police custody before questioning, they must be told of their right not to make any self-incriminating statements. Miranda warning. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning, if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise their rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Self-incrimination is the act of oneself in a crime or exposing oneself to criminal prosecution. Self-incrimination may occur as a result of interrogation or may be voluntary. In the Griffin v. California case in 1965, this case, the Supreme Court held a trial. If the accused invokes his Fifth Amendment, the right not to self-incriminate, neither the prosecution nor the judge may tell the jury that silence is evidence that the defendant is making an admission of guilt. Double jeopardy is when you can't be charged for the same crime twice. If a mistrial is declined, the accused can be tried again. A mistrial was declared in the Phil Spector murder case. Phil was convicted of murdering a struggling actress in his mansion in 2003 after a night of drinking. At the end of the 5-month trial and 27 hours of debating whether he shot the woman in a fit of anger or, as his lawyers argued, merely witnessed her suicide.